Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Redskins going up against the Eagles. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. And now here's a carry heading left. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Throwing now is Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game. To me, that's a superior play by the backer, because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him, because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
And he motions the wide receiver.
Leopard! Over!
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it. Is seeing it coming towards him. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Wentz to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
All right, here we go. No, check. Patriots. All right, here we go. Check. Patriots.
They'll give it to him right up the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They go play action here on first down. Always got some breathing room. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On play action, they'll throw. Surveying the field. He's got his man on the crossing route. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Wentz now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Wentz on third down. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. A gain of 11 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Leopard! Leopard! Set! Blue! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Wentz. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Throwing is Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Ertz over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The tight end changing his position. They run the counter now on first down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion.
Detroit! Detroit!
Wentz to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
Throwing now is Wentz. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, They're trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
He'll drop to throw. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll bring and now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 10 yards on the pickup there, and that leads to a Washington first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards there on a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you've got something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver, 55 yards, and the Redskins have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go.
On second down, here's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No, check. Leopard!
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz from 8 yards out. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for a score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this one? Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. So they're going to go for 2.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Over.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now, check. Patriot. Leopard.
Now Wentz on third down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Hurry up, here we go.
On play action, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. They'll set up to throw. Going left side here, and it's complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Now let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Finding time. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Second down following the run.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Patriot. Gun. Over. No. Check. Patriot. Over. Gun.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Returnable here from the 38. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now. Green 39.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Set, 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And this play goes. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. No, check, Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball? Meaning a 50-50. The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
3-19! Over! No, check, Patriot!
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And he connects with Ertz. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, here we go. Green 39!
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.